Halloween type of look.
Hey, Porsche, what's going on?
Hey, Bobby, how are you?
So glad to have you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me what we doing today.
We're here to talk about my educated fantasy.
Okay, really?
Yes, come on, let's find out.
How you doing today, Porsche?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's good. I'm glad you are. So I'm going to start by asking you a couple questions. I'm pretty sure your audience would love to know more about Portia. So we're going to get into some nice juicy questions and find out a little bit more about Portia. So are you up to answer some questions?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, start out by telling the people where you're from originally.
I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. You know where UK is.
Most deaf. How did you end up in Atlanta?
Well, my mom, she moved to Virginia when I was a junior in high school, and I was always coming back and forth. So I ended up leaving Texas. A few years went past, moved to Texas, Houston. I loved it down there. And then I was like, well, I want a fresh change, and Atlanta's closer to Kentucky. So that's really why I'm here.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So tell me about your family, mom's, dad.
Oh, my mom, she's very supportive. Both of my parents know what I do. So it's really like when people be like, oh, you know, those crazy comments like, oh, your parents should be so proud. They know, you know, they really support me.
That's what's deaf. They still together or separated?
Oh, they were never together with me growing up. It was kind of like a teenage, you know, fling and then summer fling.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
So mom's really raised you?
Yes.
Okay. You know how you get a lot of people talk about their grandmas?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Sisters and brothers?
Yeah, I have about 5 sisters. I'm the oldest, so we're all stacked.
Are they here or are they...
One's in Texas, and then the others are in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. That's no doubt. Any hobbies that interest you outside of the entertainment business?
I really got into painting. Like, that's like my new favorite thing. Well, it's been my favorite thing for some months, but I really got into that within the last year and a half.
Oh, dope. So you a painter?
Yeah.
So next time you gotta show us some of your artwork.
Okay.
So quick question, how did you get into the adult industry?
Well, okay, so I started off as a bottle girl. I was working at Walgreens when I was younger. And when I graduated from high school, I wanted a car. So I started off as a bottle girl. And I was there, and it was cool. But being a bottle girl, I feel like it comes with some stuff. Like, at that time, I just like wanted to do my work and go home. But, you know, since I was fresh in the club life, sometimes, you know, you have to do certain things to get ahead. That's the mentality certain girls think. Like with like owners or per se, not everybody's like that, but I feel like, you know, being young, you're just kind of like really exposed to a lot of stuff real fast. So I kind of got fired from being a bottle girl. Because I'm not really like a pushover type of person, so I kind of just, you know, I'm sweet and everything, but if I'm not liking something, I'm going to tell it how it is, you know? So I ended up dancing. So I started dancing, going to this club, this hole in the wall. It was so bad, they had like blankets on the floor. It was called Purple Rain. Yeah, so it was in Portsmouth, Virginia. It was terrible.
That is crazy. She said balance on the floor.
Blankets, like you bring your own blanket or towel and you like dance on that.
Oh my God.
Like, it was so bad. And it's like, okay, in Virginia, like in the 7 cities, like Hampton Roads, at certain like ratchet clubs, everybody dances on stage the whole night. So if you're tipping somebody, they're gonna be putting their money under their blanket. Like, it's like one pole and like 7 girls on stage like dancing for hours. Like it's wild. It's like something I've never seen before.
So Is the money actually good that comes from the business?
Yes. I feel like a few years ago when I first started, about 7 years ago, it was better. It was more consistent than now.
So do you think Corona slowed that down a bit, or?
Oh, well, actually, when the pandemic hit, that was when the money was like really, really good. Like that, what they used to talk about, like, early 2000s and stuff. That's when that money like was real, real good. But I feel like now it's going back to how it was.
When are you the busiest?
The weekends, most of the weekends.
So tell me, what annoys you most about the industry?
I feel like dealing with customers and other girls at the club sometimes. Like customers can be very rude. Even being on Instagram, I feel like as an IG model, even doing OnlyFans, it's like rude all throughout the board. Like I've had people subscribe to my OnlyFans just to be mean to me. Like they'll pay to talk shit to me. So it's like, yeah, they'll subscribe to my OnlyFans just to tell me how much they don't like me. So that's happened to me a couple of times. Dancing, it's like people can just be rude to the point where it's just like, you're not my type, and it's just like, you think you're mine? You think you're mine, really? I'm trying to make money and go home. Right.
And subscribing to your channel, you still breaking bread, so I guess your opinion matters in a way.
Right.
So diving a little deeper into you. Are you able to hold down a normal relationship? How does that work?
Yeah. I've been single for 3 years. So I've been single by choice for 3 years. So that was kind of like, I was like mourning a loss. So that was like my mourning period. So now I'm like just starting to date. But when I do get involved with people, like once like feelings get involved, they do want me to stop, which is normal. And I'm happy that someone would want me to stop, because someone who really cares about you, I don't think they would want you to be in the club all the time. Unless, they're just like, whatever, but, she likes it or something, but.
I feel that's true. If you meet someone, they didn't want you to do that, that says a lot.
Yeah.
So, once you started in the industry, how did your family take of it?
Oh my God, my mom, she just like started crying. She's like, oh, like she just like felt like she failed as a parent. Like a few years ago, it wasn't cool to be a dancer when I started. They would laugh at you, and be like, that stripper whore over there, like 7-8 years ago, it was not like it is now. So I had a hard time with my mom.
So, understand that you're a mother. So how do you manage motherhood being a part of the adult industry?
I'm really busy. It's either work or being a mom. So it's like I'm busy, like most of my days of the week are filled. So trying to have me time, I feel like is the hardest. But it's like for my son, like I just make sure he enjoys it. Like what's the point of me making good money and he don't get to do fun activities, have nice stuff, have the toys he wants,
Yeah. I found that question interesting because a lot of females that are mothers, they, don't want to necessarily say it's an excuse, but, some people would like to know, like, how did she juggle that, being a mother and doing that, how did she find the time to, so I just found out that question would be interesting.
It's hard. I feel like my son, since he knows like I'm a single mom, he understands like when I'm tired. But he's always been like that. Like you know, he'll give me my time when I need it, but he, you know, he'll want his attention too. But I don't know. My son, he's just really laid back.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Any mistakes you learned from being a part of the entertainment business?
I don't make mistakes. I feel like they're learning experiences. Anything that I've ever went through, I feel like it taught me something, a lesson especially. Because I don't try to beat myself up. I might have bad nights and feel like, oh, maybe I could have did that differently. I feel like being patient is one of my biggest issues I've had as far as like working at night. Now, I feel like if something's not serving me, I'll just cut it. But being patient sometimes, that's the biggest thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're starting a new venture called Educated Fantasies.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to elaborate more about what is it and how did it even come about?
So my Educated Fantasy page, I really love it because it's just, I don't know, I like typing and, you know, writing papers. So in English in school, I was not really good at that. But once I got into my college courses, I got really good. So I really like found a passion in my writing. And it's really just about the adult entertainment industry in all different forms: video vixen, escorting, dancing, webcam model, porn, like just everything. Even men, like men, how they deal with women. It's just everything sexy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long have you started this venture?
I started it over the summer. I've had it about 4 months going. So it's going. My website's up. It'll be linked below. So I'm just really excited for the jump off of that.
Most definitely. So what is it? You're just going to be basically educating individuals about the industry, or?
Educating people about the industry. I also want to be interviewing, like a lot of people who've been in the industry for a while, getting their take, what they've seen. So just really informative but sexy.
That's most definitely popping.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have major success with that. Well, that's all the questions that I mainly have. This is just the start of something beautifully brand new. So, y'all, thank you for watching, Miss Portia.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Over 300 outfits.
I swear I do. And I swear I only wear like a select few. I probably need to sell
200 toys.
I have a lot. I've been doing OnlyFans for a while.
Oh, okay.
Men be kind of interested in like watching you, you know, but I don't know. Some men, they feel like, am I not enough? No, I feel like you're enough, but I mean, I feel like a woman just loves toys sometimes.
Right.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Educated Fantasies. Until next time.